Need it.
Hey guys, it's time to start Bollock this evening, and we are in the
Bozard Ford Studio. Hold on.
damn.
Yep.
You stepped on my damn right. You are. How rude.
I just wanted to line up before
Damn right we are. Well, you should have been there.
I am.
Look at it. Look where his microphone is. You got too many things going on for Lenny now.
You tell me these are the best microphones in the business. I can be sitting over there and it'll pick me up.
Yeah, but it's best when it's clear and precise, and they hear all the knowledge that spews from your pie hole.
My mellifluousness?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you said. All right. So we do have some breaking news that's happening north of town, and the sheriff department is going to be checking in with us and letting us know what's happening. There was a traffic stop, and the person took off. It looks like they pitted or they pulled off the side of the road, and now there's a search for this person, and it's located, and Aiden was driving in that area right before the show and was able to get us some footage here. But you see a tremendous law enforcement presence. This is on the southbound side of US-1, just north of Palencia, this area. So it's right where he's running into is pretty much what we call 12-mile swamp.
Okay.
So it's a big area. The helicopters are out there, but if you see something going on out there, just proceed with caution. It's going to be slow going probably on north and south because of the large police presence and people that are going on. And I have feelers out with the sheriff department to kind of give me updates and let me know what's happening. So hopefully we can find out and it comes to a quick resolution. I wasn't sure if Blake was signaling to us or not. I see
his thumbs up.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
We're good.
All right. So we're going to keep updating on that story as we get that information. Like I said, I'm in contact with the sheriff department, and hopefully they'll let us know the more information that they get. So, all right.
Okay.
So, and basically someone fled from a traffic stop. And they're searching now is basically, and it says, not sure all the details yet, rapidly evolving. So that was my statement I got from my contact at the sheriff's department.
Well, it's going to flow in nicely to a story that I have for a little bit later. But go sheriff.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say is go team sheriff.
Well, and it looked like in Aiden's video, it was also the state police with highway patrol. Highway patrol was also there.
It's highway patrol.
That might have been the traffic stop.
Yeah, and no, actually, no, I don't think that was the traffic stop. So because it made it look like that. So we got some other reports that says like there's also heavy police presence on like on I-95 north of International Golf Parkway as well. So it looks like they know where the suspect might be at, so they're just surrounding the area as well.
Yeah, they're probably just trying to squeeze down on it, and if he's down there in 12-mile swamp, I mean, you know, if he's a Florida boy, he can hide pretty good. So, you know, the puppies probably are going to have to get involved.
Okay.
So
yeah,
and I just hope it ends in a safe
for everybody,
safe result for everyone. You know, unfortunately, we had a not so safe result for the person a couple of days ago. It was safe for the residents of St. Johns County, but a person did
This was the one on Tuesday?
Yeah, a person did have to lose their life with that
was
situation.
the police shooting.
Yeah, the police shooting.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we're talking about. That was, it may or may not have been suicide by cop.
Yeah. He was swinging the gun, and it looked like it was in his left hand, right, Blake?
Yes.
And the video from the person sitting in the car they were pretty close to this whole situation, and it had law enforcement on two different sides of him, and could hear him yelling. I couldn't hear I don't know if you could hear it. I couldn't tell what they were saying, but I'm assuming they were saying, drop your gun. Yeah. And he was going back and forth like this. I didn't see him actually pointed at anyone, but you don't have to. This guy'd already shot 14 times at somebody. So, and then he was telling them, just kill me, or just shoot me or something like that also.
Well.
So, it's one of those videos I only watched once because it was hard for me to watch.
Right.
So, but we'll keep you updated, but we got to pay some bills.
Yeah.
We got to pay some bills, and we got to talk about the amazing people at Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com.
All right. It's the time of year to enjoy the beautiful bayfront and all the lights, and there's no place better to do that than to eat, drink, and be Irish at Meehan's Irish Pub and Seafood House, right on that waterfront in downtown St. Augustine. Whether you're craving classic corned beef and cabbage, fresh seafood from the Raw Bar, or their famous bangers and mash, Meehan's is where locals and visitors feel right at home. Grab a pint in their cozy Irish pub, unwind upstairs at Johnny's Oyster Bar, get the stunning views of the Matanzas River, or kick back in the backyard with tropical vibes and a Caribbean-inspired menu. The pints are cold, the food's unforgettable, and the welcome is always warm, only at Meehan's.
All right, A.D. Davis Construction, the building we're in right now, they've been around since 1954. When quality matters, trust A.D. Davis Construction, North Florida's experts in high-end commercial builds, renovations, and historic restorations. With over 71 years of experience, their dedicated team delivers craftsmanship you can count on and relationships built on trust. They don't just build buildings, they build confidence with integrity, performance, and results that keep 90% of their clients coming back. From concept to completion, choose A.D. Davis Construction, where your vision meets their legacy of excellence.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We have other sponsors we got to tell you about, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys as we're moving into the end of the year here. I can't believe it's December already.
Wow.
And we got to tell you, these are the guys that keep us on the air, and we appreciate it. A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, Mr. Electric, Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, St. Anastasia Construction Group, Solar Stick, A. Bear Kresge and Associates, and Powell Heating and Air. Thank you guys all so much, and just keep doing what you're doing, because everybody who's on that list is community-minded, and they are just wonderful
Nice people.
Wonderful people to
Nice
have as
people.
our partners. I mean, every single one of our partners, I'm proud to say that I'm associated with them and they're associated with us. So, all right. I'm going to keep checking back for updates. So if you see me scrolling around and I get a little lost in the conversation, I apologize. But we have a present from Barbara Jean, and Barbara Jean, I think you're
Thank you,
out there
Barbara
somewhere.
Jean.
So
Let me see if
Amanda
she got in today.
Amanda gave me the present, and we've already missed the 4 days. So we're going to start on day 4 and work our way back. And then tomorrow morning, I'll open day 5 with Amanda.
Okay.
All right. So here you go. I don't know how to do this.
Well, we should go grab the glasses from outside.
Let's see what we got.
Okay.
They're little ornaments for keychains, it looks like. Or I guess you can hang them on your tree. Let's see what we got.
There's a little baby bottle in there somewhere.
There's another one right
Oh, no,
there.
Okay.
That's just
So it is one with the larceny
Larson's good bourbon.
and one with heaven. Can't read.
Heaven.
So that is our day 4 present from Barbara Jean. And Barbara Jean has 24 presents for us. So do you want to do the honors of number 3 here?
Sure.
All right. You do number 3. Okay, let's not lose our presents.
Okay.
I think we can make earrings out of those.
Yeah. Or I should bring in ornament hooks and we could decorate the studio.
Oh yeah,
That's one for you
that
and
could
one-
be for the trees.
Yep.
So,
This one is it's bullet. I can tell by the bottle. It's tough to see the words.
okay,
on
so
it.
these are all
That's
whiskeys.
Bullet. Yeah.
And this one, I can't. Your eyes. I don't know if your eyes are
Okay.
better than mine or not. That's so. All right.
Eagle. Doesn't tell you, huh?
All right. Well, yeah,
Eagle somebody or other.
we'll bring hooks in, and this will go on our.
Yeah.
All right. I got number 2.
All right.
See what whiskeys we have.
And Blake, nobody needs a ride home from this, so don't
Yeah.
you worry.
Blake was concerned
That's very thoughtful of you, Barbara Jean.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
super thoughtful. Blake was concerned we were going to get hammered. Oh, there's 3 in this one.
Ooh, could have slipped out of a different one, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, cool. What do you got?
There's Jack Daniels.
I can tell the Maker's Mark from here. And Wild Turkey 101.
Oh,
Not messing
see,
around with that.
I feel like that one was like the when you open baseball cards and you got like the Mac Daddy. I feel like that one was all right. You're in charge of number 1.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, we know where one of those came from.
It came from the other side.
Yep.
All right. Bonus.
Michter's. They got good taste in bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Michter's is good stuff.
Michter's. So we got Michter's, Wild Turkey, Maker's Mark, Jack Daniels, Eagle, Rye, Bullet, Larceny, and Heaven.
Nick. Right.
Nick. I just watched the Holy Grail again.
Right.
Nick. The knights who say Nick.
Come back. I'm just wounded.
Yes. Yes. Bring back a shrubbery. All right, Barbara Jean, thank you so much. Very, very kind of you and much appreciated. So,
An inspiration for whiskey drinking.
Barbara Jean's getting, I don't know if I have a purple 904 shirt. So,
Ooh.
Barbara Jean, I might have to order you a purple 904 shirt. So,
Okay.
But
I was thinking about you and the Purple People Eaters just today.
yes. So, thank you so very much. All right. Let me check and see if I got anything. Nothing yet. But all right, we'll stay on that story. And if anyone hears anything that we don't, because we are live and here on the air, you might hear it before us. Please put it in the comments and make sure it's accurate, please. So we want to try and get out a good, honest answer to everyone.
Right. And I love our listeners because you know what? They ask questions and other listeners answer those questions for them. So let us know if you need our help. But otherwise, you guys are doing fine. Somebody was questioning what bangers and mash were from the Meehan's ad.
Oh, okay.
And it was explained properly as sausage with mashed potatoes and brown gravy.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasty, tasty.
Yeah, that is it. Bangers and mash is good. It's a good solid meal. I absolutely love their pot pies there.
Meehan's?
Yeah. Or shepherd's pie.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, I was going to
Not
say.
pot pie.
Right,
So
yeah,
shepherd's pie.
Yeah, you're talking to a kid who grew up on pot pie.
Yeah. No. Hey,
Every Tuesday.
well, shepherd's pie are still pot pies to guys like us.
Well, yeah, except it's most of them have a potato crust instead of a pastry crust, but same difference.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
All right.
You know how
all
to
right. And I'm
predict
OCD, so this might be a bad thing if I have these sitting here. I'm gonna put them in a spot where I can't see them because I will constantly be lining up these little things because my brain won't. You saw what I was doing right there.
I did.
So,
I have caught that disease myself these days because you'd be surprised how many times I have to straighten things out to make sure they're in a line.
yeah.
And that was never the case. If you look at my office, it's a pile. I know where everything is in those piles, but they're piles.
Yeah, and that's the way I do too. And if somebody's like, and I've always been this way, I have a lot of stuff on my desk so it's easily accessible. But I know where it is.
Right.
So I'll say, sit down at my desk, put out your left hand. All right, go 3 pages down, and that's where it is. And it's where it is.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, real quick, we do have a close up of the vehicle that the suspect fled, and it was on the other side of the railroad track. So
Well, you can see in Aiden's vehicles them on the other side of the tracks as the sheriff department was getting there, then going and going up and down. So that's the vehicle
the suspect
the
was in.
suspect fled from.
Yes.
You know, you're always
Is the
tough.
back door open too?
Yes.
It's always trouble when you're trying to flee from the cops when you're doing it in a mommy van.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds like there might be multiple because the back door was
So
open.
everybody
too.
was bolting.
Yeah,
All right.
unless
They're only looking for one, or
law
they-
enforcement opened that back door.
Could have been to
But
check
I mean,
for weapons or anybody else.
Because it looks like in the post that the St. John's County Sheriff's Office made just 5 minutes ago it said it was just suspect as singular. So it doesn't sound like there was like any multiple other people there. So I think they were just searching the vehicle and they just happened to open up the door.
and
Which
Blake,
is
whatever you
prudent.
did differently in the studio, I think it was just having the lights on in there. It looks great.
I having the lights. Oh,
You have no
dang
more
it.
glare?
You got no. I mean, I'm talking about like him.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You
He's not sitting in the dark.
Yeah, no, you look. I like that shot much better, don't you?
Except he's got nothing on his editorial screen.
All right, fine. I'll put something on the editorial screen. There.
Probably shouldn't have
there.
incited him to
All
do
right.
it. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way,
all
thanks for the night off last night. What a wonderful show that was at the St. Augustine Amphitheater.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Dark Star Orchestra it was a beautiful night, but surprisingly, it didn't sell out.
No, they actually were doing ticket deals.
Yeah.
In the 200
I
section.
only know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because they didn't sell the 300s at all.
They had it
Buy one.
covered. I mean, the 300 covered.
Wasn't covered, but there was nobody there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there was no seating up there at all. But the band, oh man, they played a great show, and it was wacky because they started. It was 6 o'clock ticket time. They were on stage at 6:09, and they played great. They came on, and what this band does, Dark Star Orchestra, will play a show that the Grateful Dead have previously played, and they'll play it in its entirety. So last night was September 2nd, 1985, from the Starlight Theater in Kansas City.
Nice.
I don't know if that's Kansas or Missouri, actually. But it was a really quirky show, because if you're a Deadhead, you know that there's always been a pattern to their set lists. Between the songs that run into each other, what they open a set with, what they close the set with, whether it's Bobby Jerry or Bobby Jerry Bobby. And people are going, "What the hell is he talking about?"
That's exactly what I'm saying. I just glazed over a little bit.
Right.
When you,
Well, a Bob Weir song and a
it's not-
Jerry Garcia song, and they alternate them.
Oh, okay.
So be that as it may, but the lead, the Bobby character in this, the man who plays the Bob Weir lines and does his songs, is in cardiac care up in New York. So they had somebody from another Grateful Dead cover band come in and take his role last night, and they didn't miss a beat.
Oh wow.
Well, when you think
Well,
about
and
it,
you know, and
you're
how
a cover band, right?
How many Dead shows do you think you saw
me,
before the Dead? I mean,
before Jerry died,
yeah.
probably about 85, 90 before Jerry died, and then a bunch
How
more.
many cover shows do you think you've seen now?
Well, if
'Cause
we're counting,
you-
Dead and Company as a cover band, which
Yeah.
you have a right to do,
Yeah. I would consider
probably
it.
another 30,
Okay.
maybe more.
And you go to Vegas
Oh, yeah.
and you saw the shows at the Sphere.
So it's 6 of them.
At the Sphere.
Yep.
And so, how did these guys rank as far as the cover?
These guys are some of the best there are. I mean, it was sad that it didn't sell out, but they were so tight and so well rehearsed, even with this new guy stepping in. It was musically, it was a great show. They were fabulous. And then they played the show, and then they played 2 additional encores that weren't in the original concert that they replicated.
Gotcha.
So it was a really nice night. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But we'll say though. So quick question today for everyone. What do you think is the best cover band of all time, though?
Best cover band of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a tough question to ask nowadays because, doesn't Journey have a,
each cover band is unique.
right.
So I mean, that's what's the guys who do the Fab Four? I've seen
Paper-
them, and they crush it.
I believe it's Paper Cut.
Best local cover.
There you go.
They're original all to themselves. So
I don't know.
True.
5 O'Clock Shadow was pretty damn good, too.
oh yeah, they're as far as pop music
Yeah,
goes. 5
yeah.
O'Clock Shadow's great. Paper Cuts, great. As far as local bands, those are 2 of my favorites. So Cholula, they do a wonderful
I haven't
job.
seen where they've been playing around in a while.
So,
I haven't seen them for a while.
And Preston was in town the other day. I think he's in town now, but he was crushing it at Prohibition Kitchen when I was there.
Nice.
So I don't know the name of their band, but
A
Preston
lot,
Pool.
of music in town.
Yeah, there really is.
All right. Yeah, we're so lucky. We're so fortunate. We have great artists. We have great musicians. We have great restaurants now. I mean, it is just wonderful. All right. What topics did you bring to the table today?
I have Escape by Uber.
Escape by Uber.
Blake and I are playing a new game called Guess Who Got Pardoned Today?
No, Lenny, do the right thing. Guess
Who
got pardoned?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's
I
better
thought we
than
already went to the numbers, and the numbers he's not close. But I am interested to hear who got pardoned today.
Right. We got a couple of new ones.
So-
And Bobby, to answer
And
your
we- and
question,
we
there
can't
was
say-
somebody
pardon the interruption. We can't
Right.
say that.
No, we'd have royalties.
Yeah. So,
Matter of fact, I was thinking about something else today. Why isn't somebody billing somebody for royalties on? I forget what it was. It'll come back to me.
don't worry, they will if you mention it.
Yeah, no,
So-
it wasn't me. It was like somebody in the government or something was using things that I would say demand royalties.
All right. And
But to answer Bobby's question, yes, there was somebody with microphones taping the concert last night.
okay, is that legal?
The Grateful Dead never had a problem. They would actually sell tapers section tickets
Oh,
for
wow.
people to come in.
Did they have like the big
Well, they had a
cone?
tall stand and then a couple mics on it. Well, these guys have it figured out
Yeah.
because and it's now when we were younger, we would have 30, 40, 50 cassettes that would be full concerts. Nowadays, they put it all out on CD, and the Grateful Dead industry is promoting their own.
Yep. All right. And I have the history of Carnival food.
Right, I'm excited about that because I'm a little peckish.
Yes, a history of Carnival food. On my way out here, as I really could use. I love cotton candy. Mm-hmm. I mean, and we've been offered.
Free one because we spoke to
Bernardus.
the ringmaster himself,
Yeah.
Free
Kevin V.
free cotton candy is what I heard.
Yep. We might have to take a clip out of that, Blake. Can you get us a little snippet?
Yep. So
To make sure you really do get the free cotton candy.
Yeah, because my wife has already taken it.
Jeez.
yes. So
She loves cotton candy, my wife, and I love her, so she may have my cotton candy.
all right. So cotton candy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Blake didn't pick. I just
Go right ahead,
I
Blake.
just jumped ahead because I'm obviously craving cotton candy.
Let's go with.
It'll ruin your
all
appetite.
right, here, Dad.
Blake,
let's-
what would you like to go with? We have Escape by Uber, Carnival food, or Pardon of the Day.
Let's go with Carnival food history. And Lenny, do you like my editorial?
Well, now I got to put my eyeglasses on to see what it is. Hold on, let's see.
It says dolphin. I can't. It's around the little sound
Dolphin
thing.
tail made my dad cry.
That's 100% true.
All right.
That's 100% true. There was a little booger cry, but my big booger cry is Steel Magnolias, Brian's song, and is it My Girl? Oh, Macaulay.
The one for Coca and the Bees.
Veda and
Yes,
it's
it was
My Girl, right?
Yes.
My Girl. I was not expecting the booger.
yeah?
There was booger cries there.
Yeah. Brian's song is just once the music starts.
Yeah, I know. No,
Just once that song starts playing.
But I'm a big crybaby anyway. I mean, I cried giving a presentation to Mike Davis at the event. You guys. So I'm a big
I'm with you.
mush ball.
I hate to admit it, but I cry at commercials.
I do too. A good Budweiser gets me every time.
Yep.
All right, here it is. Cotton candy, originally known as fairy floss, which I think it still is in London, was invented in 1897 by a dentist.
Here's your cleaning. You did well. No cavities. Have a lollipop.
How do you drum up business? Could be the most brilliant man I know. And his name is William Morrison, and he worked with confectioner John C. Wharton.
Okay.
Why don't we know these guys' names?
Because they're from England.
This is the most important invention of our time.
Did they invent the machine to make it happen?
I don't know yet. I haven't
Okay.
got that far.
All right.
They created
There's more.
a machine that spun sugar. Yes.
Good. I feel so much better.
You jumped ahead one sentence.
Well, you know me. I need information.
Created a machine that spun sugar into thin threads, producing a light and airy confection. It debuted, even though it was invented in 1897, but it did not debut until the World's Fair in 1904 in St. Louis,
Okay.
and quickly became a hit. Well, duh, of course it became a hit quickly. All right. Over the years, cotton candy evolved with new flavors and colors,
I was gonna
becoming a timeless fair favorite.
What was the original color is my question.
I don't have that in this particular information. I'll see if
white.
it's in the other source.
Okay.
All right. Other fair foods that you think about. So sticking with the main fair foods.
Okay.
All right. When I think of Blake, what do you think of when you think of fair foods besides cotton candy? Cotton candy is number one. For
Yeah,
me.
it definitely number one. I definitely have to go with like a bunch of deep fried something.
Funnel
There you
cakes.
go.
Thank you. That's where we were going next.
All right. I was going to say Zeppeli. Same idea, except not flat.
Okay, yes.
I don't know what the hell he just said.
You don't know what a Zeppeli is?
Blake,
What Cornell fun fair is that?
what fair do you go to? Zeppeli.
You guys don't know what a Zeppeli is?
What is a Zeppeli?
What is a Zeppeli?
Oh, man, you guys got to get out more.
Yeah.
Zeppeli is fried dough.
Is that not funnel cake?
Not in that form. Funnel cake is scattered like that. A Zeppeli is like round, like a ball.
Oh, God.
How do you spell it, Lenny?
Zeppeli.
Cepole.
Zeppeli.
Boy, you guys have never been to the San Gennaro feast or anything that involved Italians.
All right,
Holy
and Jim,
cow.
corn dogs is coming up next, so he's got us there too. Oh, Old Yeller. Ooh, Jim. Ooh. All right.
They're just munchkins, Lenny. Look.
Those are just.
Oh, those are
Aren't those like those beignets they have in New Orleans or something? Beignets, whatever.
Closer to a Zeppeli.
The bagnets.
Closer to a Zeppeli. Which was the I come before the
All right,
G?
the funnel magnets. All right, funnel cakes. The roots go back to medieval Europe, but a Pennsylvania Dutch person brought the recipe to America in the 17th and 18th century. Made by pouring batter through a funnel into hot oil. These crispy powdered sugar dust delights became a fair staple thanks to their simple yet irresistible taste. I love me a good funnel cake.
It is, yeah.
I love
there's an art to making good ones.
Yeah.
But I do remember there being a hack like somewhere out there where someone made sweet potato fries with, but if you bake them at the right temperature and then you put like marshmallow syrup and funnel cake and powdered sugar on it, it just tastes like a funnel cake.
That's because of the powdered sugar and the marshmallows.
Yeah, the cake overwhelms
it. Powdered sugar on anything, it'll taste like a funnel cake.
Oh yeah.
So, and you can do that with like pancake mix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Corn dogs. Corn dog's original story is as delightful as the treat itself. While various claims exist, the most famous story credits Carl and Neil Fletcher, who introduced the batter and fried dog at a Texas state fair in the late 1930s. The idea of portable, easy-to-eat meal on a stick was an instant success, leading to countless variations worldwide. I mean, who doesn't love a good corn dog? And there's a place in Gatlinburg that gives you a corn dog that's like
really
ridiculous. Yeah. It's what they're famous for. All right. Candied apples. Never been a big fan of candy or caramel apples.
No.
Dentist's favorite.
And these are together. Candy apples are created by Newark candy maker William Cobb in 1908 as a Christmas treat. He dipped apples in red cinnamon candy, creating a visually striking and tasty snack. Caramel apples followed soon after, with Kraft Foods popularizing in the 1950s both treats and it have remained especially during the autumn fairs. So I remember the caramel wraps.
Yeah, the biggest problem with that is you had to peel all the caramels.
Yeah. No. Kraft actually had like the cheese slices that they have.
Yeah.
They had like a round caramel one that you could buy in like a 10-pack.
Okay.
And you could put it around the apple, put a stick in it, throw it in the oven, and create your own caramel apples.
Fancy.
And it was in the, I don't know if this is still around, but I was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because I mean I remember doing that, you know. And
I remember having to get the bag of Kraft caramels, and it was peel them for that, and it was one for the candy apple, and one for me, and one for the candy apple, and one for me.
Yeah.
You got nauseous before you finished making candy apples. But 1904, you said? I thought both of those would have been a lot earlier.
Well, 1908 was candy apples.
Candy apples, yeah. I thought it would have been a lot earlier.
And then caramel apples actually followed it.
Right.
So it
I
was.
thought candy apples could have been, late 1800s or early 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and then it goes on to talk about fried Oreos and Twinkies and stuff like that. But I'm going to come over
Not
here.
fried butter, huh?
No fried butter.
I've seen that on midways and fairs. Deep fried butter.
All right. You said 1904. 1904 was the St. Louis Fair.
Right. That's why I said it, I guess.
Fair,
Okay.
yeah, no, and I mentioned the St. Louis Fair already. The other great thing that came out of the St. Louis Fair is the ice cream cone.
Yep.
So
I knew that.
the ice cream cone was famously popularized in the 1904 St. Louis Fair, where a vendor ran out of dishes and partnered with a nearby waffle vendor to create the new way to serve ice cream. So these two happen to be on booths side by side,
Okay, the waffle and the ice cream person.
or we would have never had the ice cream cone.
That's like the old commercial with, somebody drops his peanut butter into the chocolate and you end up with a Reese's peanut butter cup. The chocolate bar goes into the peanut butter, and that's how they did that.
All right.
I'm spinning.
The name Carnival comes from the Latin carne varel, and it means to remove meat, reflecting that the history as a final period of feasting before the fasting of Lent, traditionally which involved rich fatty foods that ended to be used before the fasting period. So I don't think I knew exactly what Carnival stood for.
Yeah.
And it's the removal of the meat.
Right.
So, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, carne, makes sense. All right. One of the things that I absolutely love, and we've already talked about too, is in the 1930s, saw the invention of the donut machine, which became a source of entertainment and food. Fritos were also created in this decade, becoming a popular snack sold at fairs. The corn dog, we already talked about with that. And so the donut machine, do you have a donut chain that you lean towards?
What?
Well, Dunkin's the classic.
What do you mean? What are you doing in there, Blake? I heard a whoop.
So it looks like VMix just cut off our Facebook stream, so we should be getting a new Facebook stream here in a bit. So yeah.
Oh, so we weren't on there?
We're still on there on YouTube and Rumble, but for some reason, the Facebook stream just cut off for a bit. I believe it'll be starting a new Facebook stream here in the new Facebook stream is up.
All right. Do I need to share again?
Yes, you need to share it again.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby was asking where we went.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like that's so it looks like the stream was stable on Facebook and on YouTube and Rumble. So and we still have the master recording, but I just don't know what happened with the Facebook stream.
All right. Are we back?
Okay.
Are we back live?
Yes, we are. We are back live on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
And why do you have Bernie Madoff up there?
Well, I made fun of my dad. I had to make fun of you.
Okay.
Well, Bernie Madoff makes fun of him.
I guess.
All right.
I don't know. He just tortures
I'm
me.
not sure where we lost everybody.
It was
in the stream.
I believe the point where Bobby said you guys are frozen was the caramel apple.
Right.
Oh, the
and somebody
caramel
was-
apple. So they didn't find out about the donut machine being invented in the 30s.
Probably not. And somebody was talking about, we lost him right about pretzels and cheese sauce to dip it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of the comments.
Gotcha. So, okay, I'm glad you guys came back with us. I'm sorry about that. Something happened with us on Facebook, and we popped right back in, but we stayed continuously on YouTube. So if you want to find out what you missed, those 38 seconds that you might have missed, you can go to YouTube and go back and watch it during that section. So, all right, that's the Carnival Foods. But my question was, what donut chain is your go-to donut chain?
Well, locally, because Dunkin' Donuts is just, comfort food at this point in time. There is nothing better than a Dunkin' jelly donut. They are the standard. However, Island Donut down on Beach Boulevard,
They do
it
a
took
good
a while
job.
for them to get their feet under them. When they first opened, it was okay, but boy, they are good now. And they do on the weekends, if you're lucky, they'll do a daddle raspberry donut. It's like a jelly donut with daddle jelly and raspberry mixed in. It is fabulous.
It's not close. If I was as close as you were,
Yeah.
I would hit them at least once a week. And by the time I get there, they're pretty much sold out of.
And they close at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time I've eaten their donuts, they crush it. And the other local shop, which is close to me, when I crave donuts, is Peace Love and Donuts
Peace, Love, and Little Donuts.
and Little Donuts.
Is that on Avila Street?
It is
Cathedral Street.
Cathedral Place.
Okay, that one there, because
it's-
there was one on Avila.
It's right beside Le Macaron.
Yeah. That's
Just-
real close to you.
It's very close to my office, and that's my feeling a donut. I go down there, and they got a lot of selections. They're little tiny ones, but and they're all the same cake donuts dipped on
Right.
something. But I'm okay with that too.
Yeah. Well, I will give a little heads up to people who are gluten free or have celiacs and have because
Don't eat donuts.
No. I'm here to help. I'm here to help because we have a nephew who is allergic to eggs.
Oh,
So he can only eat vegan donuts.
yeah.
But Parlor Donuts, which is on A1A South, has vegan donuts. So we turned my nephew on to his very first donut. The kid's 24. We turned him on to his very first donut a year ago. Ever.
Oh, that's
Ever.
so cool.
It was great. So now we're
That's like those guys who put on those colorblind glasses.
Yeah.
I'd love to introduce somebody to a donut.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yep.
All right. Mine is, as far as the chain goes, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
It's just the way I grew up, coming back from dancing in Daytona at the clubs and stuff like that. Krispy Kreme would you keep an eye on the light.
If the light's on.
When the light comes on,
Okay.
that's their new KKs coming out, and
KKs.
just the
Be careful you don't stutter too much.
yeah. Don't
God.
don't
Oh,
throw an
please.
extra one in.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be off again.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't me.
But to me, that is one of the best beer soak-ups. Is a crispy, knock down about 3 Krispy Kremes.
I was going to say, but they're too easy. I mean, you could squeeze one up and boom, bang, bang, bang.
Here's a hack too, and Blake, you know I've done this before, and I don't know if you've done this before. I have a single waffle maker.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you take the Krispy Kreme and you put it in there, and then you eat it as a pancake / waffle.
Yeah.
Like, how good is that?
Fantastic.
It's
really
like
good.
heaven.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's really good.
It's like heaven and not near West Virginia.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to be Rocky Mountain High most of the time for it, I think.
No.
No, you
We're
don't.
talking for breakfast.
I'm sober.
wow.
I'm
So you-
sober when I eat the
No.
pancakes.
Yeah, good, yeah.
You do like the Krispy Kremes from this one. This one you don't have to have fresh.
Right, you get them from the store.
You
Yeah.
get Krispy Kreme from Publix, the little 6-pack there, and then you put them in the little waffle maker, and you get
And that's
it was so sweet. I brought it in for Davey one time, and Davey doesn't do sweets a whole lot,
yeah?
and it turned his belly. It was so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
You really got to love
Okay.
sweets to love it, though.
and
so,
whoever came up with those little miniature waffle makers, brilliant.
yeah,
Because they are perfectly donut size.
yeah. All right, but the donut. Where's the best donut you've ever had? Because I have a very specific place for the greatest donut I've ever had, and they only make them in this one place.
Well, does a cronut help? Does a cronut count?
What's a cronut?
The cross between a croissant and a donut.
Well, you can claim that,
They're
but I don't know what a cronut is.
You didn't know what a Zeppeli was either. I got to
No.
take you guys out.
No.
I got to bring you boys to New York and walk you around a little bit.
You got to acclimate to the people around you here. I mean, this is a Florida guy's dress, and you actually are pretty tame today.
Yeah.
You're pretty tame today, especially coming off of a concert.
Right.
So, but
Biting my tongue.
Yes.
I'll go home and bite a donut later.
yeah, bite a donut. All right, the best place I've ever had a donut, and it's at the top of Pikes Peak.
Okay.
At the highest elevation, they have a cafe up there that serves donuts, and they're high elevation
I
donuts.
was going to say, because it's
And
tricky to bake at that
they're
elevation.
just simple cake donuts that are phenomenal. And that is, and Blake, if you can find the name of that place at the top, the Pikes Peak Donut Place, and it might be called that. You take
That would make sense.
you take the cog train up,
Yep.
and you get all the way to the Pikes Peak. You don't do the whole road thing, and
Yeah.
you know
Which
where
is
they
hours
where
later.
they where they do the race. But it is phenomenal, and I don't think I've ever had a better donut. So.
Is it Donuts in the Sky?
That sounds like that might be it. My stomach is growling
There you
now.
go. Now we're talking about, well, it's cotton candy and donuts. Got you a little hungry there,
It
Charlie.
looks
Yeah.
like it's actually in the Pikes Peak Visitor Center.
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, but a
donuts
cronut-
in the sky. Yep.
Yeah, but a cronut is, again, one of these New York things that people would line up for 45 minutes to an hour to wait online to get a cronut. There was one baker who invented them, and then everybody else, came and
Yeah.
cribbed on them.
So it is fresh donuts at 14,000 feet, and it's just a cake donut. But I'm telling you right now, it's the best. It's the best donut I've ever had.
See, I'm a fried donut guy more than a cake donut kind of guy when it comes right down to it. But that's because I would prefer fried anything other than.
Yeah, I mean, aren't these fried?
Not if the cake donut. It may be baked. They might be.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it was fried.
It's coming out of a fryer right there.
Yeah, I think it's coming out of a fryer. So, yeah. But no, to me, best donut I've ever had in the world.
Well, I mean, it's like
If you go to Colorado Springs and you go to Pikes Peak, make sure you get the donut.
But that just shows you how not subjective, but how food can be influenced by so many other factors. You know, the mood you're in, whether you're hungry, whether you're not, where your atmosphere is. You're eating a donut on the top of Pikes Peak. You know, there's a little bit of extra cachet in there. You know, first of all, you're a little lightheaded because the air's thin. So right away you're dizzy.
I was a lot lightheaded.
So you know. But that will impact anything. You know, you could have that same donut back on dry land at sea level, and it may not be as impressive. Yeah. But once you add in the view and the experience and everything like that, it all adds. You know, ambiance adds to food. Yeah, without a doubt.
But that, I do gotta ask you, since you were in Colorado, what's a more interesting feeling, being high or being high up in altitude?
Two different feelings.
Absolutely.
And if you've ever went too far on edibles, it's a very weird, strange feeling. And I happened to be flying that day. I was going to Vegas. We had just the night before we went to Tom Petty, Joe Walsh concert at Red Rocks. Last concert he did there. Okay. And we had a lot of leftover edibles. And I didn't partake too much the 2 days before leading up to it, and the other people did. Some people in the group, we would look over and they'd just be laughing, and they said they were telling jokes in their own head, and they were just laughing.
Okay.
All right. But I didn't partake that much in that day. But I saw about $50 or $60 worth of edibles, and they weren't getting eaten. Okay. So I did a brownie. And I was like, okay, we'll see how that works out. About 30 minutes later, I wasn't feeling anything. So I did another brownie.
Oh, no.
And then I did a gummy.
Wow.
And then we get to the airport. And it all hits.
There you go.
And I don't mean it hits a little bit.
You got to time it right.
I mean, it jumped on me like a bear. And, you know, I'm usually the guy leading the group when we're traveling. You know, I like being the Pied Piper and being in, you know, I have control issues. We all know that. we all understand it. We understand that.
Yeah.
And everybody who travels with me knows I have that issue. And it's usually I'm lagging back. And I'm lagging back, and I'm not just lagging back. I'm leaning on Blake's mom's suitcase and rolling with it. All right? I'm rolling with it, and we're at Denver Airport. So now we have to go, we come in at this level, and you have to go down to the bag check-in. Yeah. I get extremely paranoid. I remember this, and I was like, all of us, there was 4 of us in the group. All of us, we have to sit down. We have to sit down. And they were a little buzzed, but they weren't at my level buzz. Right. And they were just enjoying the ride with me.
And taking notes.
Enjoying the ride with me.
Did I need to be there?
No. You would have been even more. I would have made you more paranoid. Yeah. All right. So we get to. I finally okay, I'm good to go. I got this. I got this. So we get to where you have to show your ticket to the TSA. You're going to be the TSA agent, so I think you'll be able to see. So I'm handing you the ticket. Take it with 2 hands. Come on. Take it with 2 hands. All right. And you're checking everything out. You're I am who I am, and that's my ID and my ticket. Now go hand it back to me with 1 hand. Here's how I took this back so I didn't drop it, because in my head, if I drop it, I'm on the no-fly list. This is all going through my head. All right? Here's how I grabbed this TSA arm. thanks. And I proceed to move on. This guy is staring at me like I am the weirdest human being in the world. It's not over. It's not over. So there's usually a line as you walk through and you leave the TSA agent, you have the metal detector right in front of you. Mine in front of me was broken and shut down. So they funnel us into one line.
The next line over, okay.
All right. So it's like kind of a zipper thing and stuff like that. Blake's mom is here. There's a nun in a full habit. I mean, everything. Full, I mean, none. All right. What I should do is get behind the nun. Mm-hmm. My stoned ass running through my head is, I'm so stoned, I'm going to fall and pull off her habit. Completely went through my head. So what do? I Charles Barkley and box her out and jump in front of the nun in line. Now, this other TSA agent and the other people in my group are laughing their ass off at me because, well, I'm actually internally going through a lot of torment here. So I jump in front of this nun, and she's so gracious. Oh yeah, go ahead. She could tell that even though Blake's mom wasn't claiming me at this time. And we get there, and we get through, and that's all happening. Now, the nun's on the same flight as us. So in my mind, she's stalking me because of what I knew what I did was wrong. And she's stalking me. And we finally get there, and I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, no. And I go to the other gentleman who was traveling with us. I was like, hey, you got to go with me. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, I'm worried I'm going to get lost coming back. I see the bathroom right there, but I'm not sure I can get back. And then when we get on the plane, and we get back safely, and he makes sure I get back safely. We get on the plane, and we're in economy, and there's three seats. I'm in the middle seat, and there's a very large, kind black lady, and I pass out in the plane. We land in Vegas, and this is when we're doing Uncommon Ground.
Okay.
I was like, Mike, I'll just call in. I didn't realize how messed up I actually was until I listened to the replay of that. Worse, Mike was so mad at me. I'm walking through the casino, just rambling on, and it's the worst show we ever did. And I apologize to him to this day about that horrible weed experience.
Like what was so do you remember like what you said on air, like, or was just like
no,
pure madness?
I didn't realize until I replayed it how dumb I sounded, and and I sound dumb sober.
Yes.
And you've seen me a little on that baked side
I've seen you tipsy. I've seen you napping.
Where I vegetate a little bit. Because, I can drink booze with the best of them. But you throw the weed in there, and then I'm in trouble.
Didn't you do edibles one time on in Studio B and Bollocks, or like before Bollocks, before we talked about like 420 one day?
We did one once. Yeah.
I think we did. Yeah. I think we did. But it didn't kick in until after the show was over.
Right.
So.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Bobby's right. You would think by now Denver they'd be used to that.
Yeah. No. He handled it as good as anyone would expect. But it was just like he just looked at me like, poor soul.
Right.
Yeah, you stay away from those.
Right. Yeah. So, right. Not for you.
And this is when weed was first legal in.
Yeah, when Denver was one of the only states that you could get it.
When it was first.
Wait, Denver's a state?
Oh, I mean in
Colorado.
In Colorado. So, and for the record, the donuts I ate at Pikes Peak, even though it is in Colorado, I was not stoned.
There you go.
And they were still that good.
It was still the ambiance.
Blake, do we have any update from the sheriff department? Because we're kind of coming to the end of this show.
I have not personally seen any update myself. Okay. The only update that has officially been posted is a picture of the white van that the sheriff's office posted. I can double check here real quick.
Okay. Now we had some other topics I want to know before we escape by Uber. Who got pardoned today?
Hold on.
Well,
it's time to play Guess God
Pardoned.
You guys might want to practice that a little bit.
We will work
Yeah,
on. We'll work on that. We're gonna get graphics for that. I
the
think. Blake.
pardon of the day.
Okay. So a gentleman by the name of David Gentili.
Oh, Gentili Lace and
Yes.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
he's not a good guy.
Oh,
He and his partner created a Ponzi scheme where they built over 10,000 people out of their retirement, out of their savings, out of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
yeah.
Seniors, the elderly, people that were looking to get an investment so that they could have a nice retirement. He was arrested, convicted. The prosecutor who convicted him was a gentleman he was the U.S. attorney for Brooklyn, whose name was Joseph Nicella Jr.,
Okay.
who was a judge on Long Island at the time, and this guy was on Long Island when he was doing this. And he got arrested, convicted, tried, and sentenced to 7 years in jail and to pay restitution of $15.5 million because he bilked people out of $1.6 billion. Stole their savings, stole everything from them.
Wow.
Well, guess who got pardoned today or yesterday? He did. Without explanation. Now,
How long had he served?
12 days.
12 days?
He was in 12 days ago, and the president let him out now.
So he just went in 12 days ago.
Correct.
Was he sentenced 12 days ago, or was he?
He was sentenced.
Because, I mean, a lot of times those cases take like 2 years and they're incarcerated for 2 years.
Yeah, no.
And then they get credit for it.
No, he got no credit for time served. No, because he was arrested in April.
So he had
was
already bailed out.
Sentenced. I think the sentencing was in May.
Okay.
And he was just incarcerated and was in jail for 12 days before they released him. He is also now free of the obligation of restitution. So not only did he bilk people out of $1.6 billion.
All these people are screwed out of their money.
Correct. And he was obligated in theory to pay back $15.5 million of the $1.6 billion he stole. He doesn't even have to do that anymore. He's free and clear. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. Because there is, in this land of
12 days.
let's have common sense, find me the common sense in this, would you please?
I can tell you, I can't find this one because it hits too close to home. My parents got into, and this is when I was doing very well in real estate, and not that I'm doing bad now. But I mean, I'd already established myself as I knew what the hell I was doing in the real estate market. Right. And my parents, because my uncle was doing pretty well with this Ponzi type scheme,
Right.
brought my parents in, and my dad, who had a 35 or 38 year career with Winn-Dixie, had a good retirement, put his money, a majority of, not all of it, but a majority of his money into this investment. And they lost like $250,000, which was at that time.
That was his life set. Yeah.
At that time, luckily he did hold back like a $75,000 or something like that in Social Security. And my dad, I get a lot of my work ethic from my dad. But I can tell you, luckily they stayed fairly healthy and nothing really hit, or they would have been in a really bad spot. So, in a really bad spot. And it's because of an asshole like this guy who gets out in 12 days.
It just makes a mockery of the justice system because the U.S. attorney who clinked him up, who was the prosecutor, said, this should be a warning to anyone who would be any would-be fraudster, because it's a one-way ticket to jail. Now, this prosecutor was a Trump appointee, no less. So I don't understand it. And you know what Donald's answer was? It's a weaponization of the justice system, which is the biggest bullshit statement out there. When he personally, I mean, look, it goes both sides. I'm not saying that the Democrats haven't tried to do this, but you got to stop saying weaponization of the justice system when you're then going after Democratic members of Congress, Democratic senators.
Yeah.
When you're calling for the execution of senators who are reminding people to follow the law.
Yeah.
It's the only word I can say is it's disgusting.
This one, I don't know enough details about it, but it is.
Well, we can
12 days. He went through the court system. He was sentenced to 7 years, which
Correct. And restitution.
for me doesn't sound like enough.
Correct.
Because he totally destroyed a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
And no.
Well,
No,
we can keep this bipartisan because a couple days before that.
Yeah, this one doesn't need to have a party attached to it. This one to me is disgusting.
Well, but the president pardoned Representative Henry Cuellar, a moderate Democrat on the border in Texas, who, you know, must have been so enamored with Robert Menendez in New Jersey, the senator, that he followed suit, and he got his wife a no-show job with the government of Azerbaijan or an oil company in Azerbaijan and a bank where she was getting no-show pay, and they got $600,000, and Trump pardoned him too.
Now, do you think that one might be like a little bit targeted because like, hey, it might be a Democrat on Trump's side to say like, hey, like, and probably someone from like Trump or the Trump administration saying like, hey, if Trump gives you a pardon, and since you live on the border, will you be more supportive of Trump's immigration practices?
Oh,
Possibly
yeah,
because he was a moderate Democrat on the Texas border.
He's already on the take, so you know he's game to go with it.
Yeah.
So he's game to get on that.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if he gets reelected because he did just get reelected, obviously in the last election, and did pretty well in Texas as a Democrat. But you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, this guy went through the court system. It sounds like thousands of people were affected by it.
Over 10,000.
Yeah.
Over 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, you know, and what does this do? You know, why would anybody want to be a prosecutor? Why would anybody want to try to put bad guys in jail when somebody's going to turn around and let them out? Because
well, I mean,
they can build a ballroom with their money.
This is 1 in 20,000 cases. So, I mean, you know, the percentage of Trump pardoning the one guy you put behind bars is very, very low.
Yeah.
But he's doing that across the country nowadays.
But
you know,
No, he's not. I showed you the numbers.
I understand that,
I showed
but-
you the numbers.
Right.
It is a pick, and I don't understand how he's picking here and there.
Well, whoever's chirping in his ear.
And here's the other thing. If we go back to the 4,000 and go to the pardons that we were talking about, if we pick and choose some of those, I'm sure some of those are atrocious also.
Oh, Blake and I were talking about Mark Rich earlier today.
I'm sure some of those are absolutely atrocious.
Rick Hendrick.
Clinton pardoned Mark Rich, who was one of his biggest donors.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is not blue or red. This is deplorable and disgusting on both sides.
You know, but it's been in place for 200,
Since day one,
240
right.
years.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it's pretty.
But now it's. I mean, it's going to sound stupid when I say, it, but now it's political.
Yeah, and like Jim just said the same thing. They've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
So it still doesn't make it right. I think Jim agrees with that part of it.
Yeah, but we also can't be like just saying like, oh, like I want to pardon these people, but however though, Joe Biden's pardons are ineligible because he allegedly used the auto pen. It's like, okay, did you sign all 1,500 pardons for the January 6th defendants?
Right. Thank you very much. I would doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I mean,
Right. And you know, and to
no,
say the auto pen.
I doubt he did too. But I mean, it's still that's one of the perks of being the president, and you know,
and one of the
it's
faults in
been-
the system.
Well, it was given by our founding fathers,
Right.
and
some of their infinite wisdom was infinite and wisdom, and some of it was not.
here's who I blame. If the president does bad pardons, it's the people's fault because we put him in.
The president.
Yeah, we put
Yeah,
the president
yeah,
in place.
yeah.
We know he has that power,
Right. Well,
and we still voted him in. And you know, you and I didn't happen to vote for this particular president, but we did I voted for a couple that have won, not many.
right. Yeah.
I
did okay for a while too.
I was the kiss of death for some of those candidates.
I do gotta ask you though, because speaking about pardons, do you think Trump in the future might be pushing for pardons to also cover state crimes?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
I know, but you think it's possible that he might like push for like legal systems? Let's say if Trump wants to push a pardon for Derek Chauvin, the cop that killed George Floyd, like, do you think that might go through the legal system and find out like if it goes to the Supreme Court, like, hey, pardons can be used on state crimes?
Blake, I prefer we don't bring that particular topic up
I'd say
because that would create a bigger argument.
I understand.
because
What, pardoning people for state crimes?
no, the Floyd situation.
I understand.
yeah.
Because I have a completely different stance that I would prefer to keep to myself on that.
Okay. I understand.
So, but you know, and we're coming to an end, and I just saw an update that JSO is assisting now with that search. So thank you, Brogan, for that information. You know, so we're at the end of the show. We're at the end of our week. But keep an eye on 904 as we get information. We are going to post on our Facebook page as we get that information. Thank you guys for sticking with us, even though we had a little interruption in the middle of the show and you guys came back with us. We really do appreciate it. But you guys have a wonderful weekend. The parade, 904 Now will be in the parade. If you see us out there, please say hi and tell us who you are. We'd love to meet you in person, because some people say, oh, well, I saw you, but I didn't want to come up and talk to you. Please come up and talk to us. Please come up and talk to us. We love it. And I think
anybody in years.
I think our whole team is going to be there, right? Yeah. So we're excited to be there and see everybody face to face.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Might be a little rainy in the afternoon, so and it might be a little bit brisk. Dress accordingly.
Yep. So thank you.
Bye.
See you Saturday and then Monday.
Bye-bye, guys.